Hey, what's up, guys? You know who it is. Russell Varner once again for SouthernPigskin.com, here to continue our team-by-team breakdown of the Southern Conference. This year we're going to be stopping in Tennessee and looking at the UT-Chattanooga Mocs, who last year under first-year coach Russ Huesman really did restore the glory as they set out to do. They finished 6-5 last year, including a surprising 4-4 record in conference, and were really a lot of people's Sanfords for 2009. Now the question is, can they repeat the success of 2009-2010? Well, they returned 9 starters on offense and 7 starters on defense and still have a lot to build on, so there's definitely big potential for it. Starting at the quarterback position, you have transfer quarterback B.J. Coleman. And what a revelation this guy has been for the program. He's already one of the top quarterbacks that the Mocs have ever seen and is already one of the best in the conference. He needs his 361 yards to crack into Chattanooga's top 10 passing yards list, 3 touchdowns to become UTC's 8th leading all-time touchdown thrower, and already has a 200-plus yards passing game, which is good for 6th most all-time. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that this was a pass-first, run, third down, maybe offense last year, but that could change this year. They have Errol Wynn and Brian Fitzgerald returning from injury, and these are 2 very good running backs. Their starter last year, Chris Awa, not to take anything from him, he was the leading rusher, but a lot of people would think he's not the best running back on the team. Now, as far as wide receivers goes, the team did lose a lot, including leading wide receiver Blue Cooper, who is now in the NFL, at least last I checked he was. But they have plenty of talent there, so there's nothing to worry about if you're a Mocs fan. They have a great young wide receiver corps led by wide receiver Chris Pitchford, who finished 2nd last year in catches, yards, and touchdowns, and tight end Garrett Hughes. Now, offensive line, best in the Southern Conference, in my opinion. This is a group that last year only gave up a grand total of 9 sacks over the course of the season. They gave up 0 sacks in their last 4 games, and their 9 sacks was 3rd overall in the nation. They return all five of their starters and are led by their All-Southern Conference selection right tackle Chris Harr. And 3 of those 5 guys are going to be seniors this year. Try and find a better offensive line core than that, please. Good luck trying to do that. Now, as far as defense goes, defensive line, they lost a lot. Let's just say, just going to throw that out there right now. They lost B.J. Taylor, and more importantly, they lost Southern Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Josh Beard. They're going to have a really hard time replacing his 62 tackles and 12 sacks, but then again, I think even App might struggle a little bit to replace those kinds of numbers. Defensive end Josh Williams is going to really need to improve on his play from last year and become the team's new sack master and just try to fill the hole that is left now with Josh Beard. Now, junior Ryan Consiglio is the lone starter returning at the linebacker position. He had a strong season last year and finished 2nd overall on team tackles and had 10-plus tackles 3 times last year. It looks like sophomore Shane Heatherly is going to be the new starting middle linebacker, and that G.D. Dahar is going to take over the weak side linebacker position for the Mocs. And then defensive back, they return their entire secondary. This is going to be the strength of the defense this year. They have all SoCon honorees Buster Skrine and Josh Tippett, who combined to have 7 of the team's 11 interceptions last year. The rest of the secondary is going to be filled out by Chris Lewis Harris and Kadeem Wise. And this is a secondary that finished 13th in the nation in passing offense, giving up just under 160 yards a game. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the video, is the prediction time. I see another strong season for the Mocs, at least as far as their standards are concerned, which is not to say that they have low standards, because they are continually rising. I'm seeing a 6 or 7 win season for the Mocs. They have plenty of talent. They have so much to build on after last year. I love this team. Their offense, they're completely set. Defensively, they may have some holes, but they have the perfect coach and Russ Huesman to try and fill up those holes. He is known for his great defenses, and I'm sure he's going to be able to build another one before the end of this season. They start off with a huge game to start the year, home against Appalachian State. It's going to be on television, Sports South. I know some people are already calling it one of the biggest games in Chattanooga history. And I mean, it's definitely one of the biggest. I think it's hard to say the biggest, but it's going to be huge. It's going to be a great test to see just how far this Mocs team has come along, and to see just how this Appalachian State team is going to do without Armani Edwards. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week. Tune in next week when we're going to be taking a look at the Western Carolina Catamounts. And remember, if you want to look good like me, head over to southernpigskin.com and check out the Pigskin store to get some nice polos, t-shirts, you name it, we got it. Tune in next week, guys. Take care.